Gruesome details were shared inside a Teller County courtroom as people learned what might have happened to a missing mom from Woodland Park. For weeks, investigators have said that Kelsey Berreth was murdered and they suspected her fiancé, Patrick Frazee, killed her. Today, a Colorado Bureau of Investigation agent described how through the account of the other woman. Frazee was seen, and the judge ruled the evidence is enough for Frazee to stand trial.
9 News reporter Jordan Chavez has been processing some of the disturbing details that came out in court. Jordan?
Yeah, Kim and Kyle, about 7.5 hours of testimony today. For a while now, investigators have said Kelsey was murdered inside her Woodland Park home. And today, through tweet after tweet, we now have a vivid idea of exactly how Patrick Frazee is accused of killing her, thanks to his former girlfriend, Crystal Lee Kenny. A detailed picture of how Kelsey Berreth was murdered on Thanksgiving Day from the account of Crystal Lee Kenny played out on Twitter. Frazee's then-girlfriend says the actual murder happened after 3 attempts to kill Kelsey Berreth. The first time back in September when Crystal told investigators Frazee wanted her to poison Berreth's caramel macchiato. CBI agents say Crystal posed as one of Berreth's neighbors, gave her the coffee, but didn't poison it. Investigators say Crystal was told twice more by Frazee to kill Berreth, once with a metal pipe, the other time with a bat, but Crystal backed out both times.
She sat and said, "I can't do this."
She told agents it wasn't until Thanksgiving when she found out Berreth was dead. She says Frazee texted her telling her to come to Colorado, saying, "You've got a mess to clean up." She then described to investigators how she showed up at Berreth's home with gloves, a protective suit, booties, trash bags, and bleach.
And as Crystal describes, when she walks into Kelsey's condo, the scene is horrific. There's blood everywhere.
According to investigators, Crystal says Frazee described to her how he tricked Kelsey into wearing a blindfold under the guise she was supposed to smell candles, then beat her to death with a bat while their 1-year-old daughter sat in another room. Crystal says Frazee put Berreth's body in a plastic tote and drove it to a barn in Fremont County, set it inside a trough along with the bat, and burned them. She told investigators Frazee later scooped up the remains and planned to either get rid of them in a dump or a river. Frazee will be back in court for his arraignment in April. Now, Crystal already took a plea deal for tampering with evidence and could face up to 18 months in prison for that. 9 News legal expert Scott Robinson says sometimes prosecutors, well, they have to make a deal more attractive to someone they think is less culpable to get the person they feel is responsible. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, Kyle.
And people knew it was going to be difficult what we heard today. I think that was beyond a lot of people's imaginations.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, something that's really being brought up again this time is why should we believe her this time when we know that she had trouble cooperating the first time around with investigators, Kyle?
All right, interesting. Jordan Chavez, thank you.